Protests have been an integral part of civil society movements in India since its independence, and the recent political landscape has been no exception. But do you know where the right to protest emanates from and whether protesting is actually legal in India? As you might have guessed, protesting is not just legal, but also a right that's available to citizens provided they follow certain rules and comply with certain requirements in advance of the protest. In this video, we're going to take you over what your right to protest is and what you need to do to make sure your protest is lawful and what your rights as a protester are. Let's begin. What is the right to protest and where does it come from? As a citizen of India, your right to protest flows from two fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 19 of the Constitution: freedom of speech and expression, and the right to assemble in a public space without arms. But you should know that this right is not an unconditional right and comes with certain limitations. You can exercise your right to protest by way of a peaceful public gathering provided you take all necessary permissions from authorities and maintain public order while doing so. Where can I apply for permissions to hold a protest? Permissions for protests are granted by the police department of your state. You need to apply for a no objection certificate, or what is commonly known as an NOC, from the police station in whose jurisdiction you plan to hold the protest in. If you want to hold a protest in more than one place or a rally which goes beyond one police station's jurisdiction, you should apply to the Deputy Commissioner of Police of that zone. The application must include details like details of the organizers' names, contact details, etc., where you want to hold the protest, reasons for the protest, how long are you going to hold the protest, approximate number of people participating, route of your rally, if any, use of loudspeaker or tents, measures for crowd control, and so on. In some cases, the police may ask you to submit an affidavit with all these details. Remember, if your protest involves more than just an assembly of people, such as loudspeakers or pitching tents, you should ask the local police station about additional permissions required for that. Can permissions for protests be denied? There are certain reasonable restrictions given in the Constitution under which a request for permission to protest can be denied. In the opinion of the police, if your protest is likely to affect the interest of the sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency or morality, or in relation to contempt of court, causes defamation or incitement to an offence, your request can be denied. However, the Supreme Court has made it clear that any refusal of your request or revocation of your permission must include specific reasons for denial and the precise nature of the threat posed by your protest. What if I'm arrested at a protest? What are my rights then? As a citizen exercising your right to protest, it is important for you to know other rights that you have as a protester and demand in case you have been arrested. You have the right to inform a family member or a friend that you have been arrested. You have a right to call a lawyer. You have the right to be informed about the charges being levied against you that are recorded in the arrest memo. You have the right to read and examine the arrest memo before signing it. You must also be given a copy of the arrest memo. You must be informed whether the offence you are being charged with is a bailable or a non-bailable offence. If it is a bailable offence, you can pay the bail amount and be released. If it is a non-bailable offence, you must be produced before a magistrate within 24 hours of your arrest. If you are hurt, the nature of your injuries must be recorded in the arrest memo and you must be taken for treatment to a civil surgeon or government hospital at the earliest. If you are a woman who is being arrested, your arrest can only be carried out by a woman police officer. It is also important to remember that women cannot be arrested between sunset and sunrise, that is between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. In exceptional circumstances, when a woman has to be arrested at night, the woman police officer has to take permission in writing from the judicial magistrate. For more detailed information on your right to protest, how to apply for permissions and what compliances to follow to ensure that your protest is lawfully carried out, please check out Nyaya's Guide on Lawful Protesting. Link for the guide can be found in the description below, or you can visit nyaya.org and check out the resources section. Thank you for watching this video and join us again for more of India's Laws Explained.